Hello, hello, and welcome to the Wheel and Chill Show. We are back once again talking about the Rings of Power, this time episode 5. Nori is back, so that's exciting.
Yes!
We're all very excited about that, especially because we got some tunes that just kind of burrowed themselves into my brain, which I appreciate. So before we get started, as usual, we're going to briefly introduce ourselves. We are the Wheel and Chill originalists, in case you didn't know. We've been doing Wheel and Chill episodes for almost a year now. I believe our first episode was in November of last year, so we'll
Getting close.
probably do some
Wow.
fun year anniversary party maybe coming up. But until then, we're just trying to fill the time until we get more Wheel of Time news by doing Rings of Power stuff. So here we are. So
Might wear a tutu.
yeah.
Here we are.
So Winespring,
Never
why
know.
don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Winespring from winespringcafe.com and Winespring Cafe on Twitter and Instagram. Come say hey to me wherever. I'm there. Make my food. You know,
Maker food, amazing.
Bake the food. It's amazing. Yeah, it's incredible.
it's delicious.
Oh, Neem
Delicious.
Heathrill, thank you for the Prime sub. You're the best. Thank you
Oh,
so much.
yay.
Yay, you're so nice. You're so nice. Okay, Tavern, why don't you introduce yourself? And also, I feel like because it's just a matter of current events, tell us what you've been dealing with the last couple of days.
Yeah, give us an update.
So, Tavern, or we could call myself Hurricane Tavern, for this episode. I am close to the Tampa Bay area. We have Hurricane Ian coming in. It was worse. It was a worse track this morning. It's gone a little bit further south, but we're still on the north side of the storm, which is pretty bad. But it's gone further south, which is a plus. Other than that, you can find me on the TikToks. You can find me that I have merch on Redbubble. Sometimes I drink.
Sometimes you drink what? It just
I
completely...
said sometimes I drink and sometimes I don't. That's what I said.
Okay, nice.
It just
You
depends.
got mugs?
God,
We
yeah.
do
On
have
Zazzle?
mugs. We have mugs on Sazzle.
Shirts?
And also, Kritter and Winespring have merch as well on Redbubble. So
Oh,
go
yes.
find that stuff because it's sexy as fuck.
Trollic balls. Can't get
fuck balls.
sexier.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. Amazing.
You know, I had a suggestion for you, Winespring. That's my intro, by
what
the
is
way.
it?
But here's my suggestion for you. You know how they have those
Okay.
truck nuts?
Oh my gosh, I do know how they have truck nuts.
Yeah, because you're in Texas, and
'Cause I'm in
that's what
Texas,
everybody.
yeah.
You should make truck trollic balls.
Oh my god. Drive around with trollic balls hanging on your truck.
Yeah,
It's an
yeah,
idea.
and sell those.
It's
It is
an
definitely
idea.
an idea. Anyways,
Now I need it.
okay. I also, just to start, want to say thank you, Hurricane Rhino, for the tier 1 sub. You guys are spoiling
All
me
right.
today. Yay.
It's a good day.
And I am Kritter XD. I am on TikTok. I do a lot of Wheel of Time, Lord of the Rings, Cosmere, fantasy, TikToks, and whatnot. I also have an Instagram, a Discord. If you're not on my Discord, we have a great time over there.
Yeah.
I've made a few Wheel of Time designs to go on merch, and those are on Redbubble. And I also have my logo, my Kritter XD logo with little kitty next to me. That stuff is on New Creations by Jen, who
Yeah.
is Weekly Wheel News's wife, I think. I tried to there's a
I
lot
think
of,
you're right, yeah.
there's a lot of
Yes,
connections.
that is correct.
And so if you're interested in merch, check out either of those places depending on what you like. And and find me on
Forgot about
Twitter
those,
as
damn it.
Egwene Alvier or myself, Kritter XD. And I think that's pretty much it. For me, basically, I've just been having a good old time watching both Rings of Power and House of the Dragon lately. So
Yeah.
Rithra just busted me.
what?
Rithra busted me. Just trying to
Tavern
out
has
me.
candy and he's not sharing. Ugh. Ooh,
I was
Matt's
watching that.
dice hanging from your truck, Hurricane Rhino. I love that.
That's
I need to.
Ooh.
That's
amazing.
This is a good idea.
That's a great idea.
This is a
My truck
merch
needs that.
idea. Alrighty, fam. Let's get into this, shall we? We watched Rings of Power. I've seen two completely different takes on this episode. Some people said, "Oh my gosh, it is so slow. Everything's slowed down immensely," and then other people were like, "Oh wow, it's really picking up." So
Yeah.
I guess which camp are you in, Winespring, on in those two camps?
I was thinking picking up. It kind of felt like a mid-season premiere almost. Like, here we go. Finally, we're all actually heading out. There's a direction we're headed.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I totally felt more like energized by this episode.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is funny in the chat. Light Blinded Fool says, the Wheel Reads is reacting to my reaction video of my reaction video of the trailer. They said,
oh my gosh.
They asked me about that earlier today. They were like, is this a thing now where we react to reaction videos?
I actually have that.
That's hysterical.
That's a whole thing.
Oh, Tavern, I literally did one today on my YouTube. So yes, I
I
know
know
it's a
that
whole
you
thing.
did. No, I know that you did. I know that you did. But like, there's channels that don't even do reaction videos. They just show clips of other people reacting. That's all they do.
Oh wow,
That's so fun.
interesting.
Crazy.
So
That's awesome.
Oh, hey, Random Noman. Thanks for stopping
Hey,
by.
Random
I know
Noman.
you're traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Going.
this is exactly what the cool kids are calling meta Neem Heat Thrill. Exactly.
Meta.
So that is so funny. I'm glad they're doing that. I wasn't sure if they were actually going to do it. But he did say bet, so you know what? I should have believed him. Okay, so I agree. I think, yeah, now do I hop on and react to his reaction to my reaction to my reaction?
I think you should.
I'm just...
Listen, just take screenshots of all the thumbnails and have little fingers, hands put on with fingers pointing at all the
like all
screenshots.
the different directions.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. I'm so desperate for Wheel of Time content, even though I feel so spoiled.
Yes.
Like we've got House of the Dragon, we've got Rings of Power. Like fantasy fans are feasting right now.
It's
But-
wonderful. It's delicious.
But I always
It's
want
yum
Wheel of
yums.
Time above all, and so
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Any day now. Any day now.
October 7th, right? That's when their panel is. Hopefully we get
Yeah.
something.
That's the next thing.
I hope we
So
can
what, next
watch it
week?
too. I don't know if it's going to be
Next week,
behind a
right?
paywall
Yeah.
or what. Yeah, next week, Friday.
Next week.
So,
Yep.
I'm assuming it'll be behind a paywall. Yeah.
I mean, I'll pay.
Oh, you're heading for California. Wow.
I mean, just let us know
Yeah,
how.
just tell me and I'll pay, whatever. Okay. Jessica said, what up? What up? Hi. We're so happy to
Hey,
have all of
hey.
you all in the chat. So Tavern, how just over like a 10,000 feet in the air, how was your reaction to this particular episode? Episode 5.
I'm kind of split between your two sides, where one thought it was slow and then one thought it was picking up, because it was a slow episode, but if we've been watching since the beginning, so this slow episode is for the ramp up. It's coming, so it's kind of like, yeah, I see both sides of it. I thought it was amazing. I thought we learned a lot of cool things in this episode. There were some really, really interesting tidbits that popped up. So I'm excited. Yeah, I'm waiting for I'm waiting for next week.
I know.
Yeah, it's
waiting
gonna be
for next
really
week.
good.
Yeah, y'all better. Hurricane Rhino, sorry you did not realize that this was about Rings of Power. Just know, by the way, this feels like a very good time to announce, hopefully you haven't
Yes.
dipped yet, that next week, Tuesday, we are veering back towards the Wheel of Time temporarily because we have Jason Denzel, the founder of Dragon Mount, coming on the show. He's going to talk about his experiences with like the Jordan, all like Robert Jordan people and all that stuff. He's been connected with the fandom for a very, 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 very long time, and he's an author and he's got a book coming out, so he's doing kind of like a press tour type thing. And wouldn't you know it, apparently we're press, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Apparently.
So let's hear it for Doo-Wop the Dewey Doo coming on our show.
Jason Denzel. Wow, I just completely. It's been a long week.
It's a
and
long
it's not
day.
even Wednesday yet. Like I can't even be like, what a week, huh? Somebody be like, Lemon, it's Wednesday. Not even. It's not even.
Oh my god.
Not even.
Okay. So now that that announcement has been made, I found this episode, and I feel like a lot of the season for me so far has been just like deliberate. Like whether it was fast, there was some exciting stuff. Whether it was slow, there were parts that weren't as fast. It still just feels like they're moving. They're like traveling across a map, except for obviously it's plot more than a map. But they're like in Lord of the Rings movie. it's just progressing, you know? You're not gonna jump
Yep.
10 years, 20 years in the future, like House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon. I didn't want to say it. You
Oh.
said
Yeah,
it
no,
so
like
good.
House of the Dragon did. Because, like, honestly, I want to see the things. I want to see the pieces falling into place. So even if it's slowed down a little
We like the
bit,
details.
I like the details. I enjoy
Yeah.
the details. So I'm kind of
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
it's hard to describe.
On a side note to that, though,
Yeah.
it felt like different plots. Like, for example, Elrond and Durin, that plot took a few days worth. The Numenor stuff was like maybe a week or two of worth of plot, right? You've got a couple of days maybe for the Bronwyn and that one guy that I don't remember his name.
Reindeer.
Elf
Thank
boy.
Elf boy. But yet the hobbits have traveled like freaking half of Middle Earth in that time period. They've traveled a while.
Yeah.
So I'm a little confused on the timelines, but maybe they were just showing us the travel from the last time we saw them, which is
'cause
cool.
we
Yeah,
skipped
Just
an
catching us
episode.
up.
we did skip a whole episode with them, so yeah.
So,
Yeah.
question for you guys. Since you mentioned, oh my gosh, Jessica Sedai, did everyone share the love and smash that like button? You are just, I
Yeah.
love you.
And a round of applause for Winespring's earrings.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Critter's favorite color, orange, right?
I didn't know you guys knew that. I did you have like
You
I
hate
know.
orange.
How do you know that?
All
know
of the little
everything
stories
about
you
you.
tell.
Yeah, you say stuff, and we find out.
I had no idea that was one of the things that I had shared. Yes, no, I hate orange.
yes.
I mean, they look amazing on you. I don't ever wear it. Yeah. Okay, so big
She
important
has a
question.
whiteboard. I told you, she takes notes on a whiteboard.
I'm over here just typing. You guys
Everything.
can't tell.
Like, she's got little shit on there saying "Critters hates orange."
Wear orange. No.
At all times. Okay. Important question to you guys, because we're talking about timelines. I've seen
Yes.
and kind of enjoy the theory that we're operating on in completely different times. Like Witcher style, like the
Going back and forth, kind
the
of.
Southlanders are like way before, you know, or way after what's happening with Galadriel right now, right? Like,
Okay.
do you
After?
or yeah, whatever? They're not happening at the same time. The
Yeah.
Harfoots at a different time, right? Like, I don't know the
Yeah.
specific theory, but I've
Okay,
heard that
so
theory.
That's an
I'm not
interesting
gonna say
theory.
either way. I'm just gonna say I saw the previews for the next show. It'll all come to light. I will say.
Okay,
Yeah,
wait.
because like for Galadriel and the Numenors to reach the tower to even help, you would think they would have already needed to have left.
Right. So like
before.
those times do feel like they're about to converge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like what about
That
the
seems
Harfoots?
like that's what's happening.
Hell.
I have no idea
You
what's
know,
happening
like
with
could
them.
that be
Got a phone
way
call.
earlier? Or
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
know. That's the first time I've even considered that they're on different timelines and showing it all at the same time.
I think
That's an
that
interesting theory.
the preparation up till now may have been
Mm-hmm.
on different timelines. So I agree with that.
Like slightly.
I think
different
it's
timelines, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Not like in years
not like
and that kind of stuff, but
100 years in the
right,
past.
right.
No.
But I do think it's all about to converge. So yeah.
Okay, and it's a good point in the comments. Luke Ice Jedi
Mm-hmm.
says, "Don't they all see the comet in the sky, though?" Yes. So we're assuming there's not more than one
Yes.
comet. I've seen the theory that like the
I've-
5 people saw 5 different comets, which would be something.
I mean, I love that theory.
I got it,
That's
too.
really
It's a-
exciting.
It's a
Yeah.
good theory. I mean, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
that would be a great. I would love to see that reveal if that
So
was
okay,
it.
since we're talking about the comets,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
what about Freaky Avril Lavigne showing up and looking at the hole that was left by the stranger?
Freaky Avril.
Oh, yeah,
Lavigne.
we got
Okay,
an
hold
image
on.
for
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Let's see.
I think it's called Who Are They?
Do you want?
Who are they?
I don't even know what to title the image.
Who are they? I found it. Okay, here we go. Who is he?
Yeah, well,
Are these
actually,
people?
I think it's a female. It's not a guy.
I don't know about that.
She's got boobages. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, you
You
know
can
what?
see them in the picture.
I've never heard them described as boobages, but now that you
Well,
say that, yeah,
I was trying to be polite.
she kind of does have boobages.
Has
So who
boobages.
are these people? They go down. It looks like they're doing some type of magic, like
Yeah.
testing the
Checking
area
out-
where the comet
Well, they
fell.
We have another image where one of them, the main one, is holding what is the star chart or whatever. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, that's super interesting that she has the star chart. Like they're looking for the same thing the stranger is.
Yeah.
And
The
that
middle one is
Sadok has
definitely
too.
Steve. We figured it out. Blinded fool. The middle one is definitely Steve.
The middle one's definitely Steve.
Thank you, Sith guy. You and I are on boob watch. I appreciate that.
I clocked the boobs as well, Tavern. Oh my gosh.
Well, okay, well, you know what? Good. I'm
I
glad you
didn't even
guys were
catch
more
that.
observant than me. That's how did
I
I
didn't
not
even
catch that? I don't know.
No, I said I didn't even catch
Oh.
the fact that she had the star chart.
Yeah.
That's okay.
And
That's
they
cool.
definitely give off like evil vibes. Like I'm not picking up these are good people like vibes.
Yeah, they're weird. They're weird. Like I love Avril Lavigne. If she had a buzzed head, this would be her.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
highlight
Oh my gosh.
any comment that's a Stargate comment. So
Stargate,
she's
yep.
so
Oh,
old.
very nice.
I'm just
Duo.
saying. Speaking of other, since we've talked about a couple other properties and now we're talking about Stargate, can we also, anybody who is an Avatar The Last Airbender fan, rejoice with me that the guy who was the Cabbages guy in Avatar The Last Airbender is going to play him in the live action series on Netflix. My
Very
cabbages! So if you haven't seen it, I love it. It's incredible.
Yeah,
It's like
I
one
was
of the-
I was pretty
It's
happy
on my
about
list.
Yeah, God, it's so good. So some of us aren't interested in boobage, but it is an interesting thing to note that everybody was like, "Oh, it's Sauron." I never thought it was Sauron.
That. We ever wonder why it's the ones who have the boobages that don't look for boobages?
I mean,
I'm
it
just
doesn't
saying.
seem
It's a
surprising at
lot
all
of
to me.
boobages conversation.
That I didn't notice, but we've noticed how observational. Please tell me that's a word. I'm literally.
It works.
Observational?
I am operating
Are
on.
you trying to say observant?
Observational totally works.
Yes.
Trying to say absurd. I'm so sorry. I went to the office yesterday, and then right after I got home from work, I did my my Third Age stream.
Oh, the game.
For like
yeah.
3.5 hours. So
Yeah.
my brain is deadsies. But observational is a pretty good word, even though it's not real. Is it
So
really a
Sith
word,
Guy
Jessica?
says-
It is a word. Yes, it is a word.
Oh my god, thank
I don't know
you.
if that's the
It's
one you
indeed a
wanted
word.
to use in that sentence, but
Whatever.
It
totally
is a
works.
I'm not the most
It conveyed its
observant.
meaning.
Anyways, so yeah, we've got this guy hunting the stranger with a star chart. Any
Yes.
current guesses as to, let's pull up a picture of our friendo who once again has caused some issues. Any current guesses as to who he is, if anyone? If anyone we've
Are we
heard
talking
of.
about Gandalf? Is that who? Yeah.
Are you, Ty, do you think it's Gandalf?
at this point. Oh, and by the way, I want to say that I called that shit. I said that Nori and them were going to teach him about freaking killing the fireflies.
Yeah, he totally got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
What, that it's bad?
Yep.
Yeah, he was like, that was bad.
Thought-
Like, am
he
I
thought he
bad
himself-
because I killed them? Yeah.
Oh, he actually said, "I'm peril."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was so sad when he like
was cute, though.
referred
It
to
was a
himself
very-
that way.
It was probably one of the coolest little scenes in the show in that episode. I think was
Mm-hmm.
him learning things from her.
Yeah. She's a good little teacher with him.
Okay, Nimhethrills, there's a good theory going on the web that the stranger really is Sauron. It's just that he's with the uncorruptible halflings, and this is all a trick to appear
Ooh.
that he's sent by the Valar. I think he's
Possible.
Gandalf.
I think he's Gandalf.
he's
At this point, I
Gandalf.
think
I'm
he's
Team
Gandalf.
Gandalf.
Yeah.
I know that's gonna make some people mad because I've seen like I hope it's not Gandalf, but it could be. But it's kind of like, I don't know. Part of the reason I'm enjoying watching this so much is that it's like they're filling in gaps, right? And I
Mhm.
love the Lord of the Rings universe, and so it could be cool to see early Gandalf, right? Like, I
Oh,
think that's
yeah.
great, personally.
Like
And-
watch him fall in love with like the migration,
Yeah.
you know, because he kind of sticks with that later on in the movies, I think.
He's a
Like,
wanderer.
He travels
He's
a
a
lot.
wanderer,
Yeah, he loves
yeah.
to wander. Yeah.
Why
So
are
this
these
is where he
theories
could
so
totally pick
it up.
tinfoil,
Oh my God.
Anthony? Have you not seen the stream?
Yeah. What the hell, Anthony?
We're
Welcome
here to.
So-
welcome to this tinfoil mafia.
Yeah.
We're here for all of it.
Okay, Winespring. What were you saying?
So we all agree this is Gandalf? Is that happening?
I think so, and I think that the song itself actually points to him because they added the word wonder, right? All who wonder and wander, you know, And
All who wander are not lost.
yeah, and I
Is that what we're
think
talking about? Yeah.
I think that it kind of points to Gandalf because he's all he wonders, he wanders, and so yeah, I think it's Gandalf.
Watch it.
Okay.
Take care of that heater over there. You're gonna break it.
He's fine.
I love the moment when he really shows up and we get to see some of his like powers. I guess
Yeah.
like
Yes.
when he like slams the ground and throws back the wolves and
Bitch.
saves Malva, Poppy, and Nori.
He didn't kill the wolves.
He didn't. He just sent them away.
Yeah, he didn't kill the wolves.
Because he doesn't want to kill. Because killing is terrible.
Bad.
Killing's bad, and he wants to be good. He's like, I'm good. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So very cool. Anthony's like, okay, I'm reading the room now.
Oh no.
So
Go
okay.
get a drink, Anthony.
Jessica doesn't think in the chat. Jessica doesn't think this is Gandalf. Why doesn't anybody in the chat who has a theory about who the stranger is? Why don't you just share
let us
with
know.
us? Like, let's
If
hear.
you're wrong, if you want to tell us some wrong stuff, go ahead and put it in chat.
And you know what? You're totally like it could end up being literally anyone. It could be somebody we've
Oh,
never
yeah,
met
for
in
sure.
the books at all. Wouldn't that be
It'd
interesting?
be a good made up character.
It'd be
Who knows?
like Rey.
I just don't think
Skywalker
it's
levels.
Sauron.
Okay.
Um,
I'm
I
leaning
really
more
don't.
towards
Like that-
Halbrad for Sauron.
Half Brad,
Halbrad.
half Brad. Yeah, what's his face? Yeah. It's Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
I will say this
Good
that I'm really I really like the fact that every one of his powers so far has been elemental.
Mm-hmm.
Fire,
Mhm.
wind, ice, or water.
Yeah. Oh
So
man, that
he's
moment.
he's a goddamn
with him healing
airbender.
his arm.
Oh my
So
god,
cool.
he's Aang.
He's the Avatar.
He's the Avatar.
Circling back. Yeah.
So, do we think that Nori is afraid of him now after the whole, like
Oof.
blowing her off of the arm situation when he was healing?
Listen,
Like,
I love Nori. That was her fault.
It kind of
yeah,
was
I mean,
her
it
fault.
was a little
That
surprising.
was all
yeah.
her fault. So that shit is on her.
Stuck her hand right in there. Yeah.
Yeah, that was all her. I have no sympathy for that shit. You see somebody doing some shit, the hand's freezing. Why would you put your fingers there?
She's so innocent, you guys. She's just like, what are you doing? Let me see.
Okay.
Let me help you somehow.
Winespring is the lawyer for Nori apparently now.
Wait,
The defense lawyer for
Okay,
Nori.
Luke, I should die. We've got
I'm here for it.
Dumbledore. We've got Mephisto.
Yes,
We have
Mephisto.
Saruman, which, you know what, we don't hear a ton about Saruman theories wise.
We touched on it the
Yeah.
very first time we saw him, but I think that got negated real quick.
Yeah.
okay,
yeah.
so there's
Yeah.
Sauron and Sauron.
Yeah, Saruman was the White Wizard before he turned bad and Gandalf was reincarnated or whatever as
The
a
White
White
Wizard.
Wizard.
Or whatever,
Yeah.
Got
whatever
it.
he was.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's interesting because Saruman was obviously kind of good and bad, for
but-
a while. I think he became so interested in like power or whatever, pretty sure, that he was
Yeah.
ultimately corrupted.
He
This
had
is
one of the Palantiri.
the Palantiri. But this is early days still, so like he could change. I'm kind of hoping for Gandalf because I want him to like learn and come into his own and then be besties with the Harfoots and then eventually be besties with the Hobbits because I'm a happy endings girly, and I want
Yeah,
this
I
to
think
work
I'm
out.
with you on that.
I honestly think that's where this is leading because Saruman didn't really have any love for the hobbits at all. He used to give Gandalf shit about Gandalf being in love with the hobbit weed or the pot or whatever.
Yes.
Or the leaf, what is it?
The leaf.
The leaf.
Yeah.
Long
So-
bottom leaf.
Anthony, we did talk about maybe Radagast. I'm not sure, and definitely I don't think it's either of the blue at this point. Radagast was a secondary choice for me originally, but I'm not sure now.
It would be interesting because like we don't know anything about the blue.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
I
it would
agree.
be
It would
awesome.
be
I would
interesting.
love that. Yeah.
It could
Yeah.
be. It could be anything. We've got.
But think about that. They went to the east, and the Easterlings came in and were not on our side during Lord of the Rings, so they didn't do a good job of whatever the fuck they were doing.
It's true. It's true. Oh, I didn't realize you did a Hulk smash of the stranger photo. Rawr, the dog.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
They did.
I
That was
thought that
also
was
a very-
such a cool moment.
Aang touching moment. Like he didn't want to kill. He just scared them away.
Yeah. And his body got super damaged. Like his arm was like all torn up looking, and he's having to get used to his physical body maybe because he seemed a little surprised looking at it.
Yeah.
Well, it took a toll on him.
He's working out.
It took a toll on him. Yeah.
Like if those wolves attacked again, they probably would have won. It looked like the way that he was acting. He was pretty wiped out after doing that.
He just scared the heck out of him. Light-blinded fool. Radagast is possible. That's why he eventually went crazy, according to the movies, and was all into animals. He's still feeling guilty about the fireflies.
Oh, that's so sad.
I guess the one thing against the Radagast theory for me is that he, like, so far hasn't been... You know, to me, Radagast would, like, charm the wolves. But then again, maybe this is just me being, like, idealistic.
True, but if the comments were really the 5 comments, they're all experiencing this learning curve, right?
Yeah.
Because this guy can't even talk, but he's picked it up really quick.
Man, he's really picking up language.
Yeah, he's picking up some English, which is hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised that the Harfoots speak English, which is amazing to me, but whatever.
There's one language in Middle... Well, that's not true. Never mind. Strike that. Okay, so, alright, so we talked a lot about... actually, we talked already kind of pretty much covered this stranger plot, but we didn't show this photo,
song.
which is frickin' adorable, so...
Yes.
I want to make sure we...
I love this.
I mean, it seems like they're having a decent time. Honestly, at first, I thought they had fallen, like, super behind, but were, like, you know, doing it anyway.
Yeah, they weren't that far.
But then, yeah, they showed up and the rest of the people were there. But, oh my god.
They at least caught up.
They
Yeah.
did. That, like, that woman. He's like, take
Malva?
their wheels? You, like, excuse me?
Yeah, she's dark.
She's Sauron.
Literally.
She's Peril. She's freaking Peril.
She's
that
Peril.
one.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it. It's literally, it's not like, you know, we'll wait for you. You're literally, you are advocating for handicapping them and making sure they fall behind. Like, horrific.
Yeah.
Here's the cool, aside from this really amazing scene here, right? Mm-hmm. There was the conversation they were having about his wife snoring. I don't snore, and everybody's like, yeah. And she looked back at him, and he was like, yeah.
You do,
He did that face, like, yeah, they got a point.
Yeah.
I really just don't think he's bad. All those little moments, I'm like, this can't be a guy.
And the last thing about this whole thing, the song that we cannot play, but that song is freaking amazing.
Are any of you talented singers? Because you could sing it if you wanted.
It went. Wandering, don't lost, wander.
Okay. Thanks for covering that, Tavern.
That was super alarming.
I was trying to keep you from getting, attacked on YouTube for.
Oh, well,
copyright.
I mean, you singing it, I won't get attacked. It's like if I actually.
That's why I'm saying it.
Okay.
I really thought you.
But I don't know the words.
No,
I did too. I did. You know, I keep wanting to, but I'm not gonna because you guys don't want to hear that. Okay, so what do we think? Wheelmaker Harfeet makes some bank. Yeah, I mean if they keep taking the wheels away.
I was about to say if they take his wheels away, he just makes some more. The dude's the wheel guy. He's the wheel guy in the freaking group.
Oh, he's the wheelmaker.
Like way apart.
He's the wheelmaker. So what? That's just a stupid thing to say.
But after the stranger saved them, they were talking about how everyone in the caravan loves them. Yeah, they all like him now. So
until Nori froze her hand, and now she's gonna run and tell him that she tried to kill him.
Well,
no, she's not gonna do that. She just needed a second.
Somebody earlier on said like she basically just put her hand on a hot stove. That's totally on her.
Yeah.
Did you
think
see
she's gonna work it out.
This scene right here when they're trying to get the damn cart through the muck?
Yeah.
And the size of those freaking mosquitoes. Did you see them?
God.
Yes. They look like chickens.
You can bring peril to those mosquitoes by all means.
Yes. Peril mosquitoes.
Okay, it wasn't just me. I was literally just like, oh my god. That was like horrifying. That looks terrible.
It was pretty bad.
Very
I
uncomfortable.
love how they showed them moving through the map.
Mhm.
It was cool.
I don't know enough about the landscape to know how it referenced other people or if they were going even near like the Southlanders
Yeah, they're heading south.
or Middle Earth or where they were. But it looked like they traveled really far in this.
If I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken,
This
they were
episode.
definitely heading south.
They're
have no
headed
idea.
south.
So,
I would love to see Galadriel meet Nori. See
Oh
that
my
happen.
Oh my god.
Me
Oh, I don't know if I'd be able to talk.
They're
Just
like
speechless.
they're both so like powerful in their own
Yeah.
way.
in their own way, for sure.
So I mean, Nori was trying to like tear that branch off. She was gonna fight those wolves. Like, did y'all notice that?
Oh yeah, she was ready.
Oh,
She
yeah.
was.
She was trying to
She
break
was
that. Yeah.
totally gonna. She has the heart of Galadriel.
I was saying that Don Marshall figured out the destination. I think I did see that TikTok where he saw the S curve in the river. There was like an S curve in the river, and he tracked it to the map of Middle Earth.
Okay.
But yeah, not only the map thing, but every time they would like switch to a different scene of them having to deal with one of the locations as they're going through the map, like the marshes or whatever. I thought that was really cool to see the different places.
Yeah,
it was
very much
pretty
South
that.
and east is what Light Blinded Fool is
Wonderful.
saying.
It's south and east, yeah.
Okay.
So
Right.
cool. Are they gonna end up anywhere near the Southlanders? That's my question.
Yeah, like how are all these stories gonna come together?
But I guess
That's not
yes, right? Because
interesting.
Mordor is
Yeah.
south, like east, right? Like
Yeah, it's south. Yeah, south and east. Yeah, well, it's the Southland, so yeah.
So maybe we will get a little like it's all gonna come together by the end of the season. Wouldn't that be something?
That'd be amazing.
Wouldn't that be something? Okay,
It's like
speaking.
they read the books. Isn't that what you told me, Kritter? It's like they read the books.
It's like they're okay. I'm sorry, Nimithril. It's called Before Door, not Pre-Mordor.
Oh, sorry.
Okay?
Shit, I forgot.
Gosh.
Apologies. Before door.
It does seem that like that's where they're heading. Okay, so let's
Yeah.
we talked about the Harfoots. I was very happy to see them come back. Maybe
On
we're
Windscript?
close to the Southlands, and if we are, it makes sense to talk next about the back.
Ooh, I like your background.
Thank you.
Yeah. The angry face. The angry face guy.
Yeah. It still says live on your. That's
It says
interesting.
live. Okay.
On the live or the stream that you share with us.
Now we're definitely seeing your background now on
Oh,
stream.
On
I
the
got a
actual
thumbs
stream?
up that
Are
we're
we
live
back?
again.
Yep.
We're back. Okay,
Back.
amazing. Okay, but yeah, my
Okay.
speed test is fine. So
Hi again.
hello, everyone.
We're back.
We're circling back. Here we go. Hey.
All right, so Winespring, the walking encyclopedia of names.
Yeah,
Named
we've got
all these
Walgreen,
guys.
Elf Boy,
Uh,
and
Brownway.
Bronwyn. Amazing.
Gotta say her right.
My future ex-wife, Brownwyn.
Oh my goodness. I love in this scene where she's like, I know I'm not the king you've been waiting for.
Oh yeah, that was
but-"
pretty powerful.
Yeah,
Speech
I
was
think
really
she did a
good.
really good job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like considering she went from like the wisdom to like organizing all of these people, well, the wisdom, and then organizing all these people into this tower. And now she's like, we're going to march and, do what's right.
Waldreg.
I loved this for her.
It's
Tell
pretty
you
good,
what-
yeah.
Tell you who sucks though is Waldreg. apparently.
Waldreg.
This
Yeah, he's
guy.
a
Man,
Well,
he
we knew
was
he sucked.
quick.
We knew he sucked, right? We already knew he sucked.
Yeah.
And the fact that here's the thing, the fact that he changed the whole, I volunteer crap or I'll stay to like taking half the people with him.
Man, so quick. So many people left
like
with him.
that, which
Yeah.
just proves that the elves were right all along.
To be a little suspicious, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not trust
Although-
these friggin' people.
Arendir did say, like, ever the hopeful optimist guy, half of them stayed. You know?
Stayed, yeah.
That's right.
So
And
that-
part of that half was Theo. He stayed and he showed them the hilt. Like he's kind of redeeming himself a little bit, I think.
No, he hasn't redeemed himself shit. He's still a piece of shit boy.
I think
No.
Right?
you know, Winespring, I'm gonna give it to him. He is redeeming himself slowly.
Yeah.
but
No,
surely.
no.
I mean, Waldrog was even like, Theo, come on, come with
And he
us.
didn't.
And he didn't. He
Here's
didn't.
my qualification for Theo redeeming himself. He has to sacrifice himself to save somebody else.
Oh my goodness, your standards are really high.
Like, very, very high.
Very high for this poor 16-year-old
He-
or 14-year-old, however old he
14,
was.
whatever.
I don't know how.
He's
I
a
can't-
little boy.
I can't judge like children's ages. It's one of those things that I'm blind to. You know, some people are face blind. I think anyone below the age of like 18, I'm just like, you're 5. I have no idea.
You're
Yeah, Dan-
five.
I'm not sure.
At least 12.
Yeah.
He's playing somewhere.
Yeah.
MJ Daniel agrees with me. He says he hasn't redeemed himself yet.
What
Oh,
what did
man.
he ever
Even-
do to you?
Sketch is shit.
Other than
if
he
we
was
were playing,
curious. That's it.
we
He
were
was just
playing Among
curious.
Us, he would be sus all the time. All the time.
The thing about it is, he gave them the dagger. Like
He did.
that is the main thing for me that makes me think, okay, no, he's not evil, or at least not yet. Yeah, light blinded fool. Tavern would probably kill Matt too for finding a cursed dagger.
Okay,
Exactly.
I'm gonna
Ooh.
listen. I would
Bringing
not
some
kill
strong
him for
words.
finding the dagger. Might nix his ass for taking the dagger after he was told not to touch it, not for finding it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. Come on.
Love
Tavern.
Matt. I love
He's
Matt,
just
but
a
that's the
kid.
dumbest goddamn thing he ever did.
I mean, it was pretty stupid, but he was also kind of being called to it because it's evil.
Mhm.
Anyway, so we pulled the photo of
Jessica's
this
throwing
like weird little statue that Adam D.
Jessica's not holding anything back.
pointed out.
She's throwing punches.
Let's see where it is.
She is throwing punches. At least you found your way back to the light, according to Jessica Sedai. Tavern.
No, she says, I've never made mistakes and had to find my way back to the light.
Mm-hmm.
Only play in the dark. I was born.
Yeah, this image is dark, but it was really interesting.
This whole thing. So, okay. So I'm a little confused, right?
Okay.
It doesn't look like the elves built this watchtower. I
Yeah,
think they
'cause
were
how
just
is that already
occupying-
there?
Yeah, I think they were occupying the watchtower.
Yeah,
I don't think they built it. So,
I think you're right.
Yeah, this is a pretty
Yeah.
evil statue
Yeah.
for the elves
Yeah.
to have built it.
And that tower has been there a long
look at the body
time.
at the bottom of the thing that's getting stabbed with a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they called the hilt a key too. So a key to
Yeah, he said that it was
I'm
the
trying to remember
key for Sauron to take over.
give orcs a home in the Southland.
Well, no, it was the key that was used to corrupt the minds of men. The Southlands is what I think he said. And if that's the case, it would be interesting if this was a precursor to the rings, like a test.
Oh, okay. Like to see.
Or like,
Yeah,
even
that
if
would
it's
be-
not a test, like
Yeah.
same vibes. You know?
Yes,
Yeah.
super same vibes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just the key to Angmar. Shitty kid is future witch king. Okay, we've got.
I've said that before too. I agreed with that last time.
Oh, yeah.
That he could be the Witch King,
Yeah.
not Halbrand.
No, half Brad is gonna be something else.
Sauron.
Sauron.
That's possible.
He's something else.
Think about it.
he
He
gives
wanted
off
to stay in
he gives off
Numenor.
potentially bad vibes.
He wanted
Yeah.
to stay in Numenor to forge.
He's sneaky.
Uh-huh. He likes to forge.
He likes to forge.
This was dark. With the
oh, yeah.
with the
Oh man, this poor kid. Jeez.
Poor kid.
no,
He's-
that kid's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit, too.
I mean, he's just another kid who made some bad choices. Who's oh man, when he was like, "No, don't," my heart was breaking for him. You're looking at me like I'm crazy.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get this. Let me see if I can do this right. If you need defense, call Winespring Cafe, attorney at large.
At large.
I'm on everyone's team.
The choice of a lawyer should not be based solely on advertisements.
W. Jessica.
Yeah, that kid sucks. Like he was the
Like
one
he
who
deserves what he
called
gets.
Arondir
He's
the
kind of a
like
pansy.
pointy-eared whatever. Like in the first episode,
Yeah.
wasn't he? He's like, he sucks.
That's right.
He really sucks.
But it's still hard watching someone be like sacrificed. I mean, as
Backstabbed
human,
by
like
bad
just
guys when you're a bad guy. Yeah, that sucks.
oh man, you guys are tough. You guys, this is a tough crowd.
For this kid, yeah, I'm gonna be tough. Anthony, he was ready to swear to the darkness. He was primed.
Yeah.
And Sith guy agreed that expression is definitely in the found out. He
Have around and find
Do you think
out.
he understood what he? Greg, like, he's such a kid. He's
Wait,
scared of orcs. Like,
We think if we understood what?
do you think he understood what he was doing when he decided to follow Waldreg, like, to Adar? I mean, what level of understanding do these people have?
They were gonna go pledge. There's no level of understanding. They were pledging their souls. Their
Did
lives
they know
to the
that?
bad
Like,
guys.
did he
Yes.
know that? Did he say that?
It's orcs.
Well,
It's
no, he
freaking
did
orcs.
say.
They're not the good guys.
What did Walgreen say? He said, like we're gonna die here, or we could go swear to them or serve them. I can't remember what he
serve
said.
them. Yeah, whatever it was. So he knew. Yes, he knew.
Oh man.
But you're right.
Either they were
Mike,
gonna
so
serve
hard
the bad
to
guys.
watch. Devil's advocate. He could have been scared.
Here I am.
He could have been scared.
He was
How much
definitely scared.
How much do you charge an hour for defense?
It's
I may
expensive.
need you after this. Thing.
It is expensive.
So while we've got Adar or Adar, whatever on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remember in a couple of the other episodes that I've talked about, his armor was
Yes, with like a river
Right.
or stream or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can you bring up the Gilgalad pictures, please? There's two of them. Gilgalad and Gilgalad Guard or some shit. I just want to point something out.
Gilgalad guard. Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah.
Well, there's two of them, but yeah, there's two of them. We need to see both. Is that clear enough on the screen? I don't know if it looks kind of dark, but hold on.
I mean, it is
see when
pretty
it pops
dark.
up on
I
the
can pull
stream.
up the other one.
You can still see it. Let's see. I'm waiting for it to pop up on the stream. Oh yeah, you can see it on the stream.
Okay.
What's on the back of that guard's cloak? It's the river.
Mm-hmm.
So he
And
was
So
a
kind of connecting him with elves again.
Hey,
Gilgalad.
and if you bring up the other Gilgalad shot,
Okay.
this is where the plot thickens.
Oh.
Hey, I got a paralegal signing up. Thanks,
His
Jessica
collar. Oh, nice.
Sadai.
His collar
has
has the same river pattern on it.
Ooh, good eye.
Oh,
Definitely
so-
connecting them to elves.
Well, not just connecting them to the elves. I mean, that's the king's guard, right? Or it's connecting them to Gilgalad's faction, I would say, because Elrond's a half elf or whatever. I found it odd that he would have the same river pattern. So, went back to episode 1 and looked at Galadriel's outfit when they were in the snow and stuff, and she just had chainmail with a bunch of little stars kind of in the mail, and then on the ship had the other armor that I think had the star or whatever in the chest,
Mm-hmm.
which is what she's wearing when she leaves Numenor, which we'll talk about here shortly, or when she's leaving Numenor. So we know that Galadriel was the commander of the northern armies, right? Commander of the northern armies. I would think there would be a commander of the southern armies, and I would think that he failed.
Oh.
So I don't know if that's who that is, but it's kind of weird that they've got the same pattern
Yeah.
on their armor. That's it. That was my.
And Adar did not like being called Sauron.
He did not like that shit at
He
all.
did not like that.
It
Yeah.
made him very angry.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very angry. So that
That
makes
is
me
an
wonder,
interesting
like,
theory.
was he, tortured by Sauron himself, because, that's how you would turn an elf.
All the scars and
presumably.
stuff
Yeah.
on him. Yeah.
Like, he
It's
Yeah.
possible. I mean, that's what they did to Galadriel's brother.
Yeah.
Maybe he turned.
Yeah.
So before this scene, Adar says, "Summon the ancient. It is time." Did y'all catch that?
No.
I think he said summon the arm or the.
I think it's ancients.
I think he said ancients. I have to go back and listen to it, but I know what you're talking. I know the line you're talking about.
Okay, because I was like, "Who were the ancients?" Like, and I was looking at that in all the orcs, and I'm like, "Is there an
I think
ancient
he was.
here?
I think
What
he
does
was
this
calling.
mean?"
I think he was calling the troops is basically what he was saying, but I don't think it was
Like
the
the
word
leaders.
ancient. I don't think he
maybe
said
someone in
ancient.
Oh, he
chat
said summon
can
the
help us out.
legions. It's time.
Legions.
Is
There
it
you go.
legions?
Thanks,
what it-
legions. Yeah.
Okay, so I just
Which is-
misheard.
yeah.
That makes a
Some of the-
lot
yeah.
more sense than agents.
I mean, it could be cool. Also, Alex Lobos, thanks for popping in. Appreciate
yeah,
you, Alex.
you. Yeah, I just googled it
Your friendly neighborhood lesbian back to work.
to make sure. All right.
Glad
so-
you popped in.
She needs a superhero outfit for that. I want to see her in some kind of superhero outfit for that. Friendly neighborhood lesbian. I got to see that.
Oh yes.
I would love to see what the outfit is.
Yeah.
That'd be
Speaking
very
of the
fun.
legions, like we got.
Yes, there's a legions.
There's some legions going on in this image here.
I didn't know the tower was so freaking high up.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. They were gathering. You see them gathering up there on the left, but they panned up. I was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck, that tower's way up there." It's like,
Yeah, some people
I mean-
are saying like, why didn't they retreat? And part of me's like, maybe they can't. I like maybe
Yeah.
maybe that's the
There's nowhere to go.
yeah most defensible place in the anywhere nearby. And you know, we saw some of the land the Harfoots were traveling through. It was kind of brutal. So
actually, and also, aren't orcs fairly fast? I think they're faster than humans.
Sure seems
well,
like
the
they
are.
Uruk-hai were.
The Uruk-hai, but I think at night, when they're not getting burnt by the sun, I think regular orcs are fairly quick and move pretty good.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
So they probably don't think they can outrun, basically.
Probably not. Yeah.
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 Hmm.
Anyways.
I mean, but that's a big legion. That's a lot of orcs headed
That's a
up
shit
there
ton.
for so
Look
few
at all the
humans in the tower.
Look at all the Trollocs heading for Emmons Field.
Yeah.
I wonder if they reused that footage.
But they know
What are
that help is
those?
there.
They just flip the footage around so
Yeah.
it's going the other direction.
Easy. Easy. Okay, so we haven't even talked about Elrond and Durin, which to me, like,
No.
this is the
The
this
best part.
plot. Like, oh, bye, Elrond. You don't get to be in the shot. There we go. There we go. Like, I love Durin with all my heart. His like trolling
Yes.
them and being like, this rock is used in burial rites.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
Did y'all
Biggest-
believe him? Like, there was no question.
I believed him.
I did. I mean,
I totally fell
I
for
was
that
like,
shit.
oh my gosh. I totally
like,
fell
damn.
for it.
But then I was like,
Yes.
biggest asshole in Middle Earth.
No.
Biggest asshole, and he is the best. I love him. Love him
Isn't
so
there
much.
like an animosity between it or like a love-hate relationship
between
with them?
dwarves and elves? Yes, but
Yeah. So that's,
do
I mean,
have a-
it's a pretty funny way to see that play
yeah,
out.
these two have a pretty special bond.
Yeah.
Dwarves and elves usually, they don't get along.
So there's like
Yeah, 'cause-
there's an interesting history between dwarves and elves, and like I tried to do the research on this because I did a TikTok video that was like whether there was any romance ever between dwarves and elves, because in the Hobbit movie, Tauriel and Killy or whatever had something.
Tauriel, was Tauriel a full elf or she was half
That's
elf?
right.
I think she was a full elf, but I don't like.
Where's she from? Because she was there as a. She wasn't part of that. She wasn't part of that elven
She wasn't?
faction. No,
Oh, okay.
she wasn't part of that elven faction. They kind of looked down on her.
Yeah, maybe she was. I don't know. Maybe she was, but I mean, like Elrond's half elf and nobody cared about that. Like
No
he's still
shit, right.
awesome. Yes, Tauriel was made up, and that's why I was trying to do the research to see if there were any other dwarves and elves like that got together, because I didn't think so, because elves and men are so unlikely to get together, but at
Right.
least elves and men were created by the same god. Dwarves were created by a completely different like deity.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so they're like totally different. But so I was trying to find like what was the cause of the animosity between dwarves and elves, because we saw it in Lord of the Rings, right, with Legolas and Gimli,
Yeah.
and they eventually became friends, but it was such a rare thing. Well,
Yeah.
I guess there's like multiple explanations, and it's really complicated. And so it's just kind of like, you know, at one point, elves were like hunting dwarves to like get them off their land.
Oh my.
At another point, the elves took, or they didn't take, but they like had something in their possession that a smith had made, a dwarven smith had made, but I think he had made it for like an elf, or like at like as a commission. I'm not sure. Like,
Right.
don't quote
Maybe
me.
like a
But
table?
anyways, yeah.
Like a
Like
table.
so then they like, so then it was like this super all powerful thing, but then the elves wanted it back, and the dwarves were like, "You stole it." And they were like, "This was supposed to be mine all along." So There's a lot of
Wow.
It's
We also had
it's very unclear.
We also had the thing when Smog showed up and they called for the elves for aid because they had a tree, and the elves showed up and then turned around and left.
Oh.
Which we saw in the
Yeah.
Hobbit movies.
I
Yeah.
remember that. That's
they
right.
they left them friggin' hanging. Yeah.
So it's true.
That might build some bad blood. Yeah.
But right now the relationship between the dwarves and the elves is good, and so I'm wondering if, or like good enough, right? They're not like
Yeah.
extremely angry at each other at all times. So
They're working with each other.
I'm wondering if
Yeah.
something in this show will create the rift,
Yeah.
right? Because we
Be
don't have
cool.
any other canon, or like we don't have any other thing
Mm.
in the movie.
I mean,
Maybe it'll have to do with the mithril.
I'm trying to think
Maybe.
because in the big battle, right, against Sauron, beginning of Lord of the Rings,
Mhm.
there was a truce between the humans, the elves, and I think the dwarves.
Mhm.
They were all fighting Sauron.
I think so.
So, if that's the case, I mean, there might be a rift, but I can see where defeating Sauron was a thing that unified them.
Yeah, that common enemy situation.
Right, the common enemy. So there might be
Yeah.
something else, but yeah, I know I want to say they were kind of working together during that times, and that's way past this. So yeah, we don't know.
Mm.
We don't know.
And
We'll see.
Smog was definitely after that whole thing, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So
Okay.
So yeah. Anyways, that's it's fun to see them be friends though, right? And they're
Oh,
so
Oh
Oh.
yeah,
different.
they're great together. The
And-
chemistry is very friendly. Yeah.
And Abraham
Fun.
Lincoln Vampire Slayer I'm not liking him. He's sus as shit.
Well, yeah, I just wish they would be more communicative, because like when you think about it, if you have this need to save your
Fast.
entire species, you would think like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna like full disclosure this shit, because also the mithril
Yeah.
it's not like they can't get it unless the dwarves are like, yeah, right? They can
Mhm.
only get it with the dwarves' help, and so it's kind of obvious that they need to tell them what's going on. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was really cool the whole lore behind Mithril, right? With the elf fighting the Balrog for the tree,
Mhm.
and they were both, one was trying to heal it and put all his light into it, the other one was trying to destroy it and they get hit by lightning,
Mhm.
and then it can spawn this ore into the mountain. I thought that was really cool, but I was a little confused because I was like, okay, this happened on one of the peaks of the Misty Mountains,
Yes.
Mhm.
yet the dwarves are having to dig deep to get it.
Because it grew into the roots of the mountain, is what they said, and they like showed it.
It
like,
did. It
going
showed
down.
it go down, but you would think there would be veins from the very top all the way down there.
Oh yeah, that's a really good point. Maybe there are.
So I'm like, all right, whatever. But I think it's cool that we now see how important Mithril is,
Mhm.
and the fact that they said it's light, right, from the
Cimmeril or
L-
something?
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
Cimmerils, but it's lit up from inside because of the Cimmeril. It's got the lightness of the elves, and it's got the endurance and whatever of the evil, right? The light
Yeah.
and evil.
Mhm.
So it's like
Which
a
is what-
balanced thing.
Which is why Mithril doesn't weigh shit. It's got its own kind of
Mhm.
light, but you can't penetrate it with anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Because if
interesting.
you remember Frodo, no, was it? Yeah, Frodo. No, Bilbo. How was it? Was
Bilbo?
it Frodo or Bilbo that got
Had the-
stabbed through the chest? It was Frodo.
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 Yeah, Frodo got
By the
stabbed through
troll
the
or
chest,
something?
and it didn't even pierce him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that stuff
That's
is
pretty
pretty cool.
powerful.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
the lore of that. That was pretty cool.
Also, MJ.
And so
There
they
is-
think somehow they're going to pull the strength out of the mithril to save themselves?
No, it's just light from the Cimmeril is inside of it, and it's I guess to replenish themselves with the
So
light.
they just need it?
Right?
they
Is
need
that
to
what it
wear
was, Critter?
That's what I mean. That's the understand. To me, I'm
Yeah.
currently doing a Stormlight reread, so in my mind, it was like they were gonna
Mm-hmm.
do like a breathe it in, like a
Like snort it.
no,
Snorting
like
the
how
Cimmeril?
the radiants kind of inhale
Oh, yeah.
Stormlight
Uh-huh.
from the gemstones. That's
Yeah.
in my mind.
Yeah.
That's what I was picturing. Also, MJ Daniel, thank you. Now Glamir, it is a dwarven made necklace that caused them to fight. I read
Oh,
that.
nice.
I'm just really, if you hadn't noticed, terrible with names. And so
Yeah.
I couldn't remember the name. Also,
You said that name really well, though.
oh, thanks.
Now
Yeah,
Glimmer.
she just nailed
Knocked that out. Yeah.
Appreciate, and also Jessica Sadai. I can't find your comment right now. Oh, here we go. Communication in my fantasy. LOL. Never.
Never.
I
Could you imagine the
that's a good
Wheel of
point.
Time if there was
Oh my
totally
God.
different story?
Oh, absolutely. So
Yeah.
what's interesting about this, though, and I was gonna do a TikTok about this too, is that
This picture is awesome, by the
this
way.
picture is sick.
Yeah.
But also, I don't think this is like canon. I think this is completely made up.
Probably.
like made up for the show,
Like
or
made
you
up
think
for the
that
show.
Caleb.
Yeah, well,
okay, so
remember they got the stuff from what, the appendices from the Silmarillion. So
Yeah.
yeah.
did you read the appendices when you read the whole thing?
No,
I never did.
No, but so I was curious. Like the reason I think this is I was like, oh cool, I'll do a TikTok about like the origin of Mithril because this was sick, and then I'll
Right.
add some facts, you know, and like how it related to the Hobbit. And so I'm Googling this and I'm like, you know, I don't think I read that. And I could there's like, and we know where, well, we kind of know where the Silmarils ended up. Like one of them's in the ocean, one of them's in the sky, you know, like, and the other one I think is lost. I'm pretty sure. I like
It's in this
please-
tree.
It became Mithril.
so part of me's like,
Yeah.
maybe that's that one. I guess that they're just kind of
Yeah.
like coming up with that. I might be wrong about that. I'm sure somebody will correct me, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's ocean, the
Ocean Sky.
sky, and lost. I think. So, anyways,
Well,
Mithril's still cool, but maybe
cool.
not this cool. But now it is because that's what's in the show.
Yeah.
now canon.
They're making it that cool.
Well, it's canon on the show, anyways.
Yeah, show canon.
The other thing I thought of when I saw this was it was a really sneaky way, super sneaky way, to insert a Balrog.
Oh, yeah. Show it to us. They did a great
Yeah.
job.
Well, we
Yeah.
know that Elrond is like listening, you know, when they were doing the resonating, and he was watching the shit shake on the ground. He knew that wasn't from the there was something else happening.
Yeah.
And we know from Lord of the Rings that Sauron and the dwarves dug too deep and they unleashed a Balrog. So it's kind of cool how they slipped him in here. Oh, look, there's a Balrog. You might see him later in another season. I'm just, you know.
Yeah.
By the way, remember that
You know,
there are
let you-
Balrogs?
Yeah. So I
Did
thought
you
it was
remember?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because here they are. No, this image
was-
is awesome.
cool. That image is amazing. That's that's like a desktop wallpaper image right there.
It is. Okay,
So-
I'm getting some confirmation in the chat real quick, but Winespring, you're
Okay.
next. Light,
Go for it.
Halcyon, and Nimhithral are both saying that there's one that went into the earth. So is that the one that, so am I right that one was ocean, one was sky, and so the earth one went into a volcano? Is that what we're talking about here? Let me know. Okay, Winespring, go ahead.
Okay. So I was going to bring up how quickly Durin accepted that the elves needed the Mithril. I thought that was kind of surprising. He was just like, say it again, that you need only I can save you people.
Well, that
Like,
shit
he
was
just needed
funny.
to, I mean, it was real funny.
It
But
was
he
funny.
like kind of seemed to accept that as truth, like really easily. Like,
Well, because think of it, Durin's been saying it from the beginning. All I want is truth.
yeah.
Right?
And he
He's
gave him
literally-
some truth.
And he told him the truth, and he was like, "Okay, you said what? Your life is
Well,
in my
he
hands."
told him the
Oh,
truth that he was told.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't
true,
know.
exactly.
Gil-galad is
Yeah,
always
he's sus as shit.
honorable. Yeah.
And the dwarves behind him right there in that image in their freaking armor, I can't stop laughing.
I didn't even really like pay attention to
They
them.
look
I
awesome.
cannot stop laughing at that armor.
They look tough. What are you talking about?
I mean, impenetrable
Eyes.
even.
Eyes are freaking me out.
And then the
Yeah.
beards are just like everything else is covered except for their
Yeah.
fingers and the
It's just like
giant
pouring
beard.
out beard.
They have freaking metal beards for their freaking helm.
So funny.
Their real beards are sticking out.
I love the moment just after this. Picks out like it looks like an onion or something. It's it right
Out of his beard. Yeah.
It was beautiful.
And the fact that Durin turned an entire conversation where Gil-galad was trying to get info out of him and kind of accuse him, and he spun that shit around into a fake story about
Oh,
a
man.
freaking stone. He's my favorite.
on my second rewatch or my first rewatch, I don't know how to word that. I was watching Gil-galad's face while Durin was talking about the table being all
Yeah.
sacred, I don't think he believed him either.
I don't think so either.
I don't think he knew that he was, or I think he did know that
He just went
was cool
along.
as, like,
Yeah.
yeah, just as like, all right, I'll give you this table. Listen to us and save us, please.
Like, literally, I'll give you anything. Give me Mithril.
Yes, I will play ball with you, and that's what this looks like. Yeah.
That shit was great.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gil-galad and Elrond. Okay, I gotta say this. Elrond has some balls for an elf because he's going up to the king and like, oh, I didn't lie to you. Maybe you lied to me, dude.
Yeah. Like left him
Balls.
out of the circle of information.
Huevos of
It's a-
Mithril. Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I've liked Elrond more and more
Indestructible
every
balls.
time. Honestly, every episode I like him more. So good for him, I guess. They've convinced me that he's a good guy.
Okay, good. Because he
Gil-galad,
sticks around until the Lord of the Rings. So
Yeah, he doesn't
Mithril is
die.
saying. Mithril is saying that he goes, you have to give it to Durin. Now I believe he wooed Dissa.
Yeah,
True. The boy's got some words. He's got
does.
some,
some wit. He has some really good wit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I guess that's so. Durin is your favorite character so far, Tavern, according.
Oh well,
to you.
Nori is my favorite character.
Is she
Ah,
more than
yeah.
Durin?
For this episode, Durin go up and for this
Yeah.
episode, he is my best. The best part of this episode was Durin being Durin.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
anybody who's an asshole for no reason, gets away with it. Hats off to them.
Hats off.
But not necessarily
Listen.
no reason. He knew they were being sketchy. I feel like he was just like
You know
he was
that.
I don't know.
Did you
Anyways,
see?
Winespring,
Because I know where.
who's your favorite
I
character
know where.
before we move on?
Oh man. I knew you were gonna ask, and I was trying to decide. I think it's kind of a toss-up right now between Galadriel and actually
And who?
Halbrand.
Oh.
Halfbrand? Wait, what?
Halfbrand. I know I don't think he's necessarily good, but watching his storyline and trying to figure out what his play is so interesting.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
really enjoy.
Now we know
Enjoy
who
that.
the Southlander among us is. Liking half
Wow.
Brad.
It's really intriguing. Like wondering
She's defending
who is
Theo. Defending Theo.
he? I'm here to defend.
That other little piece of shit kid. She's a Southlander. I think she would have hooked up with, or like at least gone over to Morgoth. And
Let's go check it out and see what's going on in the other camp.
Hey guys, it sounds like they're having a good time over there. Do you want to just go check it out?
cookies.
But isn't it interesting? Like he's taking off his pouch, he's forging stuff. He decides last minute to reach out with them. Like, who is he? Like, and I really want to know what he did that he thinks everyone's gonna reject him once they find it out.
He's Sauron.
Like, what did he do? It's
He's
really
Sauron.
intriguing.
and he killed a bunch of people.
Maybe we don't know yet. Maybe,
Yeah,
and if that's that, then I mean, I won't. But it'll be interesting to watch.
I won't.
Yeah.
I think his character is really interesting to watch. That's why I liked.
I have to admit that I was
agree.
a little taken aback with the heartfelt conversation he had with Galadriel.
Yeah,
where
he looked
in which-
sincere.
Here's
She
the thing.
cried.
He was apologizing. He was feeling for what happened to her brother.
Yeah.
Right? Who did
Okay.
shit to her brother? Sauron. Sauron did shit. He had tears in his eyes. Sauron did shit to her brother. Okay.
Yeah.
Why would he apologize about the brother if he didn't have something to do with it?
Maybe he was just showing compassion. We don't know yet. We don't know.
He could be very compassionate. We don't know.
Half Brad hadn't got no compassion.
Okay, so I like him. And then Galadriel is really fun to watch too. Like it is really cool just to see her living as like a strong female character. You like the scene where she's fighting them, like teaching them how to like kill orcs. Like, I think that is just fascinating. I
Fight
really
scene was
enjoy her scenes.
Amazing.
And she just looks so cocky while she's doing it. I love it.
That was amazing.
It looked like she was dancing almost while they were like thrusting and trying to fight her.
He kicked their asses. She literally kicked their asses. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite critter?
Galadriel. I
All
love her.
right.
I mean I love Durin. He's my comedic relief. You know, Halbrand is the most fascinating for me. Just to like, because I agree, I'm trying to figure him out.
It's intriguing. Yeah.
Like Nori, I love to see her, but
Hmm.
she's not my favorite. Galadriel, though, she's just like
A powerhouse.
she's a powerhouse, and I love to just watch her be a powerhouse. Right? Like this
Hmm.
sword scene was so good. She had like Oberyn Martell, like the smooth
Yeah.
fighting. Like if you're familiar, Game of Thrones reference, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
she was smooth, and you could tell she was having fun, which is like,
Oh, she was having a blast.
yeah, everybody's like, I've seen the stupid, like, she doesn't have emotions, blah, blah, blah. Like, she's, but she literally kind of like grinned at the
just
guy,
settled.
and she was just like,
Yeah.
lieutenant or whatever. That was so cool.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah.
So I just love her. And then she came out in that suit of armor or whatever, and I was like, yes, let's go. Let's get, she's got the most hype of any of the characters. The things that she does are the hypiest. So that's, I'm into it.
The fact that when she came up on the ship, everybody went to attention.
They took note that an elf was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They called everybody to attention as she was coming on the ship, which was pretty interesting too.
So where did she get that armor? Because it doesn't look like the armor.
Oh,
She
they made that
doesn't
for
have
her,
her
probably.
own armor. Oh, so we're just supposed to accept they designed her armor?
Probably,
I mean, I
well,
guess
they
we have
probably
to.
had armor, but yeah, I mean,
they've got master smiths there.
Yeah.
Like they probably
Yeah.
just threw something
Yeah.
together for her,
Not only that,
Yeah.
did you see the look on the armorers' faces when Half Brad pulled that sword out that he made and showed it to them? They were all looking at each
They
other like,
seemed
holy
impressed.
shit. They're like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, which
Man, and Galadriel really like played like I don't know the Game of Houses really well with
Yeah,
moving
she-
around Halbrand, Farazan, the Queen, like
Ooh.
getting them all in the same like on the same page to sail out. Like she did a lot.
yeah, we
Yeah.
saw more Galadriel like wisdom here. I think like
Mhm.
getting to see her not just be an arrow that's already been shot at a target. She did a little weaving, a little bobbing and weaving in these last two episodes.
She took Half Brad's freaking advice.
Yeah,
Instead
Yeah,
of
she
instead of
did.
attacking shit straight on, a little maneuvering. The fact that she
Mhm.
maneuvered Half Brad into this whole thing.
Yeah,
He was not
but
happy
he showed
about.
up.
Yeah.
I was like surprised when he showed up. See what happens there.
We need to talk about Farside.
Is that Farzan?
Farsight.
Talk about Farside.
Farside.
I'm sorry, that guy's name is Hair, but okay.
Hair. Okay, I'm good with hair. Yeah, we need to talk about hair because hair, super fucking sus now, right?
Oh yeah.
Remember how I said I was kind of neutral with the whole Numenorians things? Ariel is still neutral. She's thinks she's doing something good, so she's kind of pushed off into the good side. This bastard has gone to the dark side. He's eating the cookies. He's undermining some shit. His son is an
So
idiot.
wait, you actually think he's like evil, or do you think he's just?
Did you not hear what he said?
hungry?
I think he's greedy.
Did you not hear? Yeah, he's.
I think
super
he's greedy. I don't think he's evil. Like
Yeah.
he's not going to go to the dark side. Like he's not going to.
Nah, listen, he's
worship
talking.
Saruman.
He's talking about freaking taking over regular men. Show
He
up,
wants
we
to
give
get
them their
trade with them.
no. We
right?
show up, we give them their king, and then we control them. Basically,
Yeah,
what
he wants
said.
power. Yeah,
Yeah.
He wants a ring of power.
Yeah, he
Basically.
wants a
If
If
ring
we
of
ever
power.
see those rings.
Yeah.
Maybe this guy's gonna be one of the ring rates.
Maybe he's super sketch.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
he's,
I find
he's-
we find out that
he's
they're
power
cousins.
hungry.
That they're cousins in this one too.
oh yeah, him and the
Mhm.
queen.
Him and Muriel.
He's an
him and
opportunist.
Muriel.
And they confirmed that it is because of him that Halbrand got the guild crest to actually go and forge. So because Halbrand gave up Galadriel to Farazan,
Right.
Oh,
like, he
that
got
was
his
the
True.
deal.
guild
That
crest.
was the deal.
That was
Yeah,
the
that
deal.
was
Good
the deal
connection.
that was
yeah, I
made.
missed that one for some reason.
Well, that was,
Yeah.
yeah, that was a good deal. Also, his son is a freaking moron.
Oh my gosh, what a ding dong, right?
What's up with Issy's sister? What is up with that?
Irinen, she's like, speak louder, and so he goes and blows two ships.
Yeah, but what is up with her trying to? I mean, I thought she was all whoop hip hurrah elves. It turns out she's
Yeah,
not.
but she didn't.
I thought
not-
she was
she's not-
excited when
She's not for war.
when Isil. I
Seal.
thought she was excited when Isil was like in the line going onto the boats, though. Wasn't she like ultimately happy about that? I thought the look on her face was,
Was
like
she?
pleased.
That was a. I don't know. That was a tough.
I thought she looked
I
sad.
couldn't
Was she? It was-
register that emotion. It
was
kind of
fun.
looked a little bit of both. Like she was in shock that he was there. Then he was so happy, which I think she
He
loves him,
was.
so she was happy for him being happy.
Aw.
But I don't think she was happy about the whole situation.
Yeah.
Because think about it, her dad's leaving, her brother's leaving her, Numenor. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not really sure what was going on there. It was she's turned, I think, since the first time we saw her.
We don't like her as much.
No, we don't like her as much. She's not Bronwyn.
Okay.
She's no
She is
Bronwyn.
not Bronwyn.
She's no
She's
no
not, it's
Bronwyn.
true.
Okay. Yeah, I can't really tell what her deal is or like why she's doing the things she's doing.
Yeah, I don't get that at
So-
all.
Maybe we'll find out. Maybe she's Sauron.
Oh my
She's
gosh.
Sauron.
Sorry.
She's
You know somebody in this
Sauron.
plot that I do like a lot though? This guy. This curly-haired
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
He
His-
Yes.
I could
Listen.
I could deal with more of him.
That's
Dude,
Valendeal, you guys.
I wanted to name this guy the hair because holy shit.
Beautiful.
You're right. Farazan has got the hair, but this guy's hair is incredible.
It's luscious.
It is luscious.
It's not saying anything coming from a bald guy, but I'm just telling you. He's got some curls.
Mildly jealous
does.
of that guy's hair.
Yeah, a little bit jealous of that guy's hair.
So what's his name again, Winespring?
Valendeal?
Do you literally have a whiteboard like behind the screen that you're referencing?
I will never share.
That is I'm impressed. Whether it's that or you just memorizing it, either way, it's impressive.
Either way, it's
A
super
little bit of
impressive.
both. A little bit of both.
Don't you dare say Numenorian Gawain named Heathrill. This guy
Oh,
is
no.
the Numenorian Gawain is
No
is
way.
a Isildur.
Yes.
That guy
Yeah. Oh,
is Gawain.
seriously.
Oh.
Yes.
'Cause we know what happens with him, and he's a
Yeah, we don't like him.
Isildur
like
does
him.
not make good choices.
no.
Okay,
Keeps
Live Light
hearing
and Fool
shit.
says, well, hold on. Actually, this feels mildly spoilery, so I'm not going to say it out loud. Just because it might suggest what is coming. And yeah, so I'm not going to say it out loud. Just kidding. Sorry. Hashtag Yeet Isildur. We can move on. Let's.
Wow, that's very interesting. Spoiler.
Isildur. Yeah, that's a pretty
Isn't
interesting
it?
thing.
if
the
you're not
question
worried
is-
about
It's
spoilers,
in the live chat. Anyone wants to read it?
Yeah, so question though, did Farazan didn't go with them?
no. I don't
Stayed
think so.
back.
I don't think he went
He
with them.
stayed back.
Which means if he was the second and the Queen Regent is going, so that makes sense.
He's in
Assuming she
charge.
went. We don't know if she actually got on the boat. We never
She
saw
said she was going.
the boat. But then her dad was like,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
go.
Yeah,
So
but
she
I don't-
might have escorted him to the boats and then
True.
stayed.
That's true.
That would be
Did not
so
see her on a boat.
annoying if she was like, processing with them and then was like,
Why would
Good
she
luck.
be wearing armor?
JK.
The thing is, why would she be wearing armor then?
no, I think she's going.
That's yeah.
I
She.
think
I mean, she probably went. I'm just trying to sow.
So who
discord,
else?
you know?
Who else in chat thinks
Trying to
that?
sow discord.
Who else in chat thinks that there's no way in hell they got that many people on those freaking 3 boats with all the horses and everything?
Hey,
There's supposed to be 300 soldiers.
There's not enough room on those fucking boats. They're not
Yeah.
big enough.
you never
Unless they're
know.
like submarines and they go down like 80 feet.
Maybe the Numenorians are
I mean, I
ship
guess.
lords. Okay, they know their ships. They could have some pretty
Also-
awesome ships.
In the chat, if you have ever read Dragonlance, your hand up or something.
If you what?
Put your
Have ever
hand
read
up.
the Dragonlance series? Do a
Okay.
little wave or whatever. Just say that you have or you haven't.
We-
Because I think I love Nori because of the Gully Dwarves in Dragonlance.
Oh,
You kind of relate them.
Oh no, because Gully Dwarves are really stupid. I don't think Nori's
Oh.
stupid, but they're super cute. And then you're like, you fall in love with the Gully Dwarves from the moment you start reading about them in the books. It's insane. Anyways,
Aw.
anyways, okay, we've got some people who have definitely read Dragonlance. Also,
there you go.
Caitlin Wells, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate you.
Yay.
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so I think the queen's going very weird. The dad told her not to, like,
It's a reproof.
because he's like an elf buddy, right? But then he decides against it, right?
And he's supposed to be like able to force, right?
Well, or that was
Who's
the
this?
Palantir. The dad, her
Right.
dad. Oh, we have a picture of
The
him.
dad.
Oh yeah.
Let's-
That's
like,
true.
doesn't he foresee things? And so maybe she'll listen to him.
No,
not
she.
going.
They were gifted a Palantir. Her dad was the one that saw the original vision, I think.
Mhm.
and it kind of passed down to her. Yeah, maybe he was being corrupted by the Palantir, and that was a last-ditch effort by somebody telling him to tell her don't go because she knows if they go, it's gonna stop some shit.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
wondering if
There you go.
maybe Halbrand,
There's-
aka Sauron, was whispering sweet nothings in his ear, and he tried
Like-
to get her
like-
to stop.
Sildor.
Hey, Queen's dad. Keep her from
Oh my
going.
gosh, it's like ASMR.
Sorry. Anyways, yeah. So I thought that was odd. I thought that was odd. It felt like a change to me, but maybe I'm just not paying
Yeah.
close enough attention. That is a chance.
Oh, that's a
We'll
totally
find out next episode.
plausible. I concur with that. Totally plausible.
Okay. Good.
Who's Anthony, or is he giving up on us? I don't know if Anthony's still around.
Anthony made a comment a little bit ago.
Did he? All right, I just want to make sure we haven't lost him completely.
Okay, so we haven't talked about him yet, but
Who?
I love him. I love the dad.
Oh yeah, he's amazing.
Oh,
he-
yeah.
Like not like father like son in this situation, right? Seal sucks. He is amazing. I'm team dad here in my
He seems so like honorable.
Yes.
I like him a lot. He's got purpose.
Yeah.
He's got some kind of code. He's a Numenorian. He follows the rules, kind of thing. I like him a lot.
He feels to me like he's way too pretty for this analogy. Like this is a fine looking man, but he reminds me of Dalinar kind of, right? Because Dalinar in Stormlight, if you've read Stormlight, no, so I'm not gonna spoil anything. He's just like
Okay.
he's kind of like the dad of Stormlight, like honorable,
Yes, that's
always
cool.
trying to do what's right, and
Yeah.
a military guy. And so, anyways, and yes, Elendil. I do actually know his name, but I just keep calling him the dad.
Love this guy. 100%.
I like the Dalinar reference there for
Another
Elendil.
Dalinar
That really
reference.
lands.
Whatever.
You would really like Dalinar.
Yeah.
Sure, I
You
would. I
should
just haven't read the
totally read
books
them.
yet. Damn it.
You
Yeah.
should. I think you'll really like.
Zaddy Stormlight, or
He
is it
is-
supposed
he
to say
is-
Daddy Stormlight? I'm
They're,
not really
they're
sure.
doing the miniatures Kickstarter right now, and they're not doing a pre-painted Daddy Dalinar, and so I think
Daddy
I'm gonna
Dalinar.
learn how to paint miniatures just so I can
How
have
exciting!
a Daddy Dalinar because I love.
You'll
have-
Dalinar.
You will have fun painting. It
I
is a
hope
lot of
so.
fun.
I hope so. Yeah, Zaddy Stormlight is exactly
Stormlight.
right. So I just wanted to mention him because I really like him and we have a good picture of him.
Yeah.
He's fabulous and I want to see him just absolutely dominate and be awesome.
Metro is correct. He gave him a stable boy commission to Sildor. Go clean some shit.
Yeah, we're all gonna.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Meanwhile, we're all shitting on Isildur. So is his dad and the horses.
Yep.
So it's a good.
I mean,
plan.
they're setting him up to just be a weak-willed, weak character. Like he
Oh,
kind of turns
yeah.
out to be a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, he ends
Like,
up being that guy that couldn't really
made a bad
make
choice.
his mind up. Well, even in this, he can't make his mind up of what he wants to do. And when it came
Does
to
he want to
getting
go
rid of the ring-
west? Does he want to
Yeah.
go fight? Yeah. Yeah.
Look, the two dipshits. It's like looking
I
at twin
know.
Gowans. It's like
That
twin
image.
Gowan.
Two dipshits.
Two dipshits.
It is. I mean, yeah. At this point, like those two suck the most for me.
Yeah.
Probably. Other than
That's
like
Gowan
they
and his
sure
other
did
brother
buy-
Gowan.
They
what?
sure did buy Isildur's lie about saving him from a riverboat or something, a fishing boat. They
Yeah.
accepted that so
Yeah.
easy. I
Yeah,
thought.
I was like, they're swimming back from an explosion.
Come on. Yeah. They're yeah,
And who's
that was
out-
a little bit of weak writing.
Who's gonna buy that Farazan's son is out
Is
fishing
out there
at
fishing.
night? At night.
No. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Kind
Yeah.
of a weak story.
Oh my
there,
gosh,
for sure.
Mimithro, you're so right. This image is like watching Pippin and Mary, but with no charisma or charm. They're just like dull form of Pippin and Mary. If we're gonna keep it the Stormlight references.
That's pretty much.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Anyways,
Oh my
we
God.
don't like them. That's
We don't like that. Yeah. The twin Gowans unite.
Yeah, right. Okay, so is there anything else? We're kind of coming down the timeline. Like I guess we could talk about what we're hoping to see next episode. Think we're gonna get some
Okay, I got
fighting,
one.
Oh, Winespring, yeah, go.
I think so. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's not quite as cool as fighting, though. You brought that out.
No. I want to hear what you think. I want to hear what you think.
I want to see what King Durin thinks about
Oh yeah.
Prince Durin and Elrond coming and being like, "Give me the mithril." I want to see his reaction and how.
Yeah,
I'm
you
looking
don't.
forward to that.
You
Probably,
think
'cause he
he's
doesn't
not
even
gonna
wanna-
believe him?
I don't think
doesn't
he's
even-
gonna fall for it so easily. No.
He doesn't even want to mine this shit because it's too dangerous.
Yeah, and so now his
Hey.
son's gonna be coming to being with the elves. Mine it saved them. Like,
Yeah.
what is the king gonna think of that?
That's gonna be an interesting thing. I wonder if this is gonna have something to do with that.
What, like convincing the king that it's the right thing to
Yeah,
do?
yeah, because everybody likes her.
Everybody.
does like her.
Love her.
Everybody likes her. Yeah. I
Hey,
wish we
Wolf
could see
Brother
the
7.
kids. Wolf brother. I wish we could see
Hey.
the kids that they keep hiding the little dwarf babies, which would be hilarious if like a toddler came out with a freaking half beard. I would piss myself laughing.
Yeah, they still didn't show us what the kids actually look.
Yeah, they haven't shown them. They have little furry little Sasquatches coming out, little mini Sasquatches.
I'm here for little Sasquatches. I can't wait.
I'm there. I'm in.
Yes.
That's a good plot line that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Will there be a rift? And also, will it work? You know?
Yeah. Will that?
Will there be a
Well, we
rift?
know that somehow the elves do get it eventually. I mean, they're still alive. They're still flourishing
Yeah.
later on. So we know they get it somehow, right?
Well, that's a good question because
They
the
flee.
dwarves gave Bilbo the mithril chain shirt. He gave it to Frodo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever seen in any of the movies elves wearing mithril.
Well, Galadriel, doesn't she have a ring
Oh,
of power made of it?
Yeah.
Oh, later on. Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they use it to forge that. Yeah.
I like whether or not they have access to like small pieces of mithril is less consequential to me. It's basically because this feels like a larger scale. Like we need, to
That's a good
inhale all the
point.
stormlight from the mithril in order to survive. Is what I'm picturing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but we do know that eventually the elves flee Middle Earth permanently, right? They
Yes.
they leave.
That's at the end of the Lord
That's
of
at
the
the
Rings.
end of Lord of the Rings. And so the
Right.
question is, like, does this not work out and they eventually just have to cut ties and go somewhere that they
okay.
can actually thrive?
Live. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they leave Middle Earth at the end of Lord of the Rings because it was the turning of a new age.
Mm-hmm.
It was the age of men, is what they ended
but
up saying.
why?
Right.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah, true. Yeah.
so we'll see. That's an interesting line of questioning is what's going to happen with the mithril and the elves. Because honestly, like the more pressing for the ultimate series for me is that same plot has them building the tower. And
Mm-hmm.
Big forge.
And a forge.
And the title of the show is The Rings of Power. And so it's kind of like,
we don't
well,
have any yet.
no, we don't have any yet. So when's that going to happen? I don't know. I think we're going to get some fighting next episode, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Which will be cool to see.
Yeah, they're
Like
gonna fight for
orcs
3
and
days.
humans.
They're gonna fight for 3 days, and they're gonna look to the east. Sunrise. They're gonna look to the east.
Oh my gosh.
See the Numenorians plow through the fields.
That would be cool.
It's gonna be beautiful.
I get behind
Oh,
that.
you think about it. When they called Half-Brat in, they were asking him which way did they go. He
Mhm.
mentioned the tower.
He
Yeah,
did mention
he
it.
did.
Kind of
That's the
surprising.
tower.
Yeah.
So chances are that they were heading in the direction of that tower. So chances are they're gonna go straight there.
Yeah. Man, his storyline is so full of little nuggets. It's really
Sauron.
good.
I am with Kritter on this. I think he is Sauron.
Halbrand? Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
And like I said last show, I don't think he lied when he said I took it off a dead body.
Oh my gosh.
He took it off the king.
Yeah,
The
probably.
actual
gosh.
king. And he's a shapeshifter, so he looks like him now. These are all just predictions. I have no idea what's real, what's not real.
Agreed.
All right. So, any other last kind of predictions, hopes?
We cover?
I think it covers everything.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think my last thought is, who the heck is Sauron? Are they gonna wait until the very end of
Just
the
told you.
season? Wait, are they gonna wait till
Or
the very end of
later.
the season and like reveal it like they did with Wheel of Time? You know, they waited till the very end to reveal who the.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
that's where that's my final thought.
I think if they're smart, I think they're gonna do a multi-season reveal like later on, right? You don't want to
Oh,
reveal.
you don't think we'll know
Sauron.
who he is?
I wouldn't reveal Sauron in the first season, especially if they're using. Let's say that Halbrand is Sauron, right?
Mm-hmm.
He still has to schmooze Celebrimbor or whatever that guy's name is,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right? And all of that stuff. So yeah, I mean,
Man, that's
we're in episode.
interesting.
If there's 8
I just
episodes,
assumed we'd get it by the end of it.
there's 8 episodes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so,
So we got 3 left.
I agree with Kritter. Battle next
Next episode.
next episode, if not the episode after that, which would put us at 7. And they may do the big fight as being against Adar and the orcs. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're already at 5. So if there's 3 more episodes, introduce another big baddie after Adar would be kind of squeezing it in. I think it would be kind of
It could be anything.
tight.
It could be revealing that there were on different timelines. It could be a Westworld reveal.
Oh,
like
yeah.
this
It could
guy
be.
said,
It could be. Yes.
That would be a really cool reveal.
That would be. I love
Yeah.
those where it's like, oh my
Yeah.
god, mind blowing.
What?
Like, are you kidding
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Poppy's Sauron. No.
Poppy. Poppy, no, Poppy. I know you were desperate for a family, but shit.
Yeah, Agni says hi.
Oh
He
man.
had to
Agni.
show up
Hey,
at some point.
kitty.
I don't know why they don't just take Poppy into the family. She's got her own
Well, they
little
kind of
car.
have.
They have.
I mean,
No,
she
but
has
she's
her
got
own
her own-
car, but she
but she can
has.
She's got her
Her
own
own
little
car.
car. Yeah, but I don't know. I
She
feel
probably
bad.
likes her independence.
Maybe.
And maybe there's some weird tradition with them where they like have to have their, their families have their own wagons or some stupid
Yes.
thing like that. You
Yeah.
know, like,
Stupid.
if you break our rules, you get decaravaned, that kind of thing. You know,
Yeah.
Oh,
I know, isn't
something
that
came up
funny?
in the chat.
what's that?
Critter doesn't like orange.
That was a question.
And you got an orange cat, Critter. I see it.
don't
I
like-
see the
I
correlation.
see-
I
see where Oliver's going with this.
Wearing orange. I don't like decorating with orange. This one is. I adore this one. Like he's the
color?
exception.
What color is your
Yeah.
hair, Kritter?
My hair? Would you call my hair orange, Tavern? I'm gonna need you
No.
to think
No,
about
it's
that.
like a burnt.
It's
orange.
brown.
It
I'm
is
kidding, it's not.
currently like a brown with a little bit of
Yeah.
red. It's usually
Yeah.
almost
The red
this
highlights
color.
are cool.
Almost.
Yeah.
We almost have the same hair color when it's normal, but
Oh,
not quite.
Agni, what's up, buddy?
He's just chilling.
Love that
Having a
cat.
good day. Probably just ate a spider or something.
Probably just.
Yeah, a mix of red and yellow. Okay. I
Oh my
wow,
gosh.
Sith guy orange. You glad you
Oh,
got Agni? I am very
wow.
glad I got him.
Wow,
All right,
that
Sith
was
guy,
the
you win.
worst. That was the worst. Oh my god.
Okay,
I mean, it's funny, but it's horrible.
I am
funny.
glad.
Good job, Sith guy.
All right, so
Uh-oh.
just a reminder that next week we are taking a break from our Wheel of Time break to go back to Wheel of Time to talk with Jason Denzel, the founder of Dragonmount, about Wheel of Time stuff and a little bit about his new book, which I don't know anything about, so that'll be exciting.
Yeah.
I'll
So
look
you
forward to that.
gonna do 6 and 7. Yep. All right.
And then the finale will be a whole thing the next week. And I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
So, will the finale happen after the New York Comic Con?
No, well, yeah, definitely, because
Oh,
if
yeah,
the New York
wow.
Comic Con is next week,
Next week.
then we
Oh my gosh.
it'll be a couple of it'll be and then after the finale show, we're gonna be getting close to our anniversary show.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
we'll have to talk about it, but we'll have to talk about some things because if some stuff comes
Yeah.
out on the 7th.
We'll
You
have
think-
some stuff to talk
We'll
about.
have some stuff to talk
So-
about when related to the Wheel of
Yeah.
Time. So, yeah, it's gonna be a big couple of weeks.
What do you think is happening tomorrow?
Hurricane.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
Oh, because it's
We've-
Wheel
we're
of Time.
done.
Because it's Wheel of Time.
Yeah, we're done
Wednesday.
talking about that Wednesday. You think we're gonna get anything?
Not much.
Maybe a funny meme.
Yeah,
Be funny meme.
like
another hairy Trolloc chest.
the tweeter of
I'll take
chaos
it.
will show up in somebody's comments, like for a second.
Yeah.
Be like, psych.
And we'll all get excited and retweet it.
Literally.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're such nerds, y'all.
I know, it's horrible. Jessica said, I thank you for reminding everybody to smash the like button.
Yes,
Yes,
thank
don't
you.
forget to sub.
Yeah.
And that's, I guess that'll be it for us, unless you guys have anything else.
I was
That's
just gonna,
it.
what Winespring said. Tweeter of Chaos could literally put a picture of an empty jar and say it's Rand's fart in a jar, and we would retweet the hell out of that.
We would.
Nobody would
totally
even
retweet
question it.
They've
Nobody
got
would even
us.
question it.
They've got us under their thumb. for
Super mega
sure.
fans. That's
Literally.
what we are.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Well,
I
on
have
that-
nothing else.
On
Sorry.
that note, with Rand's fart firmly in that jar, we're going to sign off. Thank you all so much for being here. This was really, really fun. Okay, till next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.